Total Access. Much more on the retirement of Eli Manning. We've also picked the top 5 moments of Eli's 16-year career, 7 of those years with that guy right there. We're also talking Jimmy G. 38 times against the Packers. We watched him do that. Hand it off. Tomorrow, we're going to show how the Niners can beat the Chiefs, even if Jimmy has to do that more than 8 times. Plus, Willie McGinnis. Can Pat Mahomes be stopped?
No, but he can be contained. And I'll tell you, the 49ers will have to mix things up. I'll show you how to do that.
Okay, that's tomorrow you're going to show us. Plus, Sean, we're going to take a little trip down memory lane with Eli, of course, but also that man right there.
Yeah, Big Red, a little throwback Thursday, all right? 15 years ago, Andy Reid, his first Super Bowl. Nothing has changed. I mean, look at the guy. Well, maybe a couple of gray hairs there.
Maybe a little bit.
Still looking svelte.
Yeah. That's all coming up tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on NFL Total Access.
Here's Cousins stepping around. Bosa will get him and drop him inside the 30-yard line. Cousins back, throws up. Right! Intercepted by Richard Sherman. Your best players are playing their best right now. Throwing a blitz off the corner. They all come. And K1 punches the ball out. He did it again. Rodgers back. He's going to throw a bomb. It is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to win the game and go to the Super Bowl.
Got to keep your eye on in the Super Bowl number 55, D Ford, who has been massively important for San Francisco's defense. Missed 5 games down the stretch with a quad injury, and they missed him tremendously. As you see here, his presence on the field, a total game changer for the Niners. Their sack rate 3 times better than when he's not on the field. Their touchdown to interception rate, I mean, that's insane. 3 and 7 with him, 23 and 8 without. He is doing the 55 crowd.
Yes, he is.
Willie.
See the smile on my face.
How is he doing that?
Well, they're using him in a lot of different ways, and you got to give Robert Saleh a lot of different ways at the defensive end and lined up inside because he's so athletic and versatile. So watching this play, here he is right here. He's going to be lined up inside. He's going to go one-on-one over the guard. He's going to give him a little shake and bake, sit him down, slap rip. Great move, get to the quarterback. With guys like this, speedy guys, you want to use them against stiffer guys, which is mostly the guards. Sorry, Sean, I know you're hearing me. And then when you see him outside, he's at the true defensive end position over here on the left. He's going against the tackle. Just the speed, the power, does great techniques, initiate the contact with his hands, condenses the pocket for Aaron Rodgers. He wants to get the ball out, he can't. And then Bosa and Buckner, they clean up the play. Does a good job at creating, eliminating the space for a quarterback to throw and get the ball out where he wants. And here he is again. Now he's a pass rusher. He's playing a DN/elephant. We call that radar. He's radaring over to the sit position. He takes that away. Aaron Rodgers cannot get the ball out. This turns into a strip sack. So you can use him in a lot of different ways. Very effective, very athletic, and he's a big play type of guy.
Not a bad defense, though they only had 2 players voted into the Pro Bowl, Bosa and Sherman, who both had to be replaced this week, unable to go. As for the players that were able to go, they were on the field today in Orlando for practice number 1 of the 2020 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon, which you'll be able to watch on TV Sunday at 3 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Traditional AFC and NFC format. They're in a pretty exciting quarterback under center for the AFC. Lamar Jackson, who spent some time playing catch today with one of his biggest fans, whose dad happens to be on the other team. That is Balin Breeze catching passes from him, son of Drew Brees, one of a number of people who are looking forward to meeting Jackson, something Omar Ruiz also got to do earlier today in Orlando.
Thank you very much. Lamar Jackson, the man of the hour. How would you assess how your Pro Bowl week is going so far?
It's going great. I met a lot of new guys. I seen them play, but I never met them. So I'm meeting a lot of new guys. It's pretty fun.
Which of your colleagues now are you most excited to hang out with and get to know this week?
Everybody. I seen Russ, talked to Russ, talked to Drew. That's great. I always see the show, so it's pretty good. That's my guy. So I'm pretty good right now. I'm having fun. I'm meeting everybody. That's all I want to do.
You're obviously the MVP favorite. We'll find out at NFL Honors in about a week and a half. How would you assess how your 2019 season went?
It was all right. It could have been better, towards the end. I didn't finish it how I wanted to, but I'm grateful for, the Lord and helping us lead us to 14-2. Nobody else did it this season. We had a great team, next time we'll just finish. But I'm happy with the way it panned out for the regular season, just not the post.
What did you make of all the criticism that came after the playoff loss, and especially the way John Harbaugh came to your defense and was outspoken about that?
I mean, people been waiting on that, you know, waiting on us to lose and stuff like that. I don't really care how they feel. All I care about is my teammates and, you know, how we going to approach it next season. I don't really care about the outsiders looking in because they not putting in no work. You know, they just doing whatever they doing. We grinding, so it is what it is. And
how do you build on 2019 going into next season?
I'm trying to get better at everything, you know, throwing, running, whatever. Trying to get deep into the playbook. I'm trying to be on my Brady and Drew Brees stuff, so I'm trying to make my mind grow a lot to help me out during the game.
Well, let's put your analyst cap on real quick. You're one of the few quarterbacks that went against the 49ers and the Chiefs. How would you assess the Super Bowl matchup?
It's going to be a great game. I don't really know how to define it, like who going to win, because I don't really care who's going to win because we're not in it, to be honest. But it's going to be a great team because we beat one, we lost to one, but both are great teams. So KC got fast guys on offense, got a great quarterback. 49ers got a great quarterback, great skill position, great tight ends. It's going to be a great game.
In your hometown?
In my town, so I'm not going to be there at all because we're not in it, like I said before, but man, it's going to be a great game because KC defense as well. Like, it's going to be a great game.
Well, Lamar, appreciate your time. Congrats on all your success.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Travis Kelce versus George Kittle would be a WrestleMania event for the ages, and I'm pretty sure both guys would actually love to do it. But for now, we're just going to have to settle for Super Bowl 54. After the break, which tight end would you pick? It's the end of the road for Eli Manning, the longtime Giants quarterback set to announce his retirement on Friday. A press conference that was announced today by the Giants, who traded for him back in 2004 and now have 2 Lombardi trophies in their possession as a result. It's been quite a run for number 10, and Kim Jones has more on the ride.
In the end, for Eli Manning, there was a curtain call. Giants fans saying thank you to the quarterback who authored those 2 remarkable Super Bowl runs all those years ago. Manning started at quarterback for the Giants in Week 15 because Daniel Jones, the rookie, was sidelined with an ankle sprain. Yes, there's irony in that. Drafted in 2004, Eli never missed a game because of injury. The win on December 15th gave the Giants a chance to exhale in a season-long loss.
Touchdown Giants, Darius Slayton!
And it allowed Eli Manning to bask in the spotlight, to feel the appreciation from a home crowd, to get his uniform dirty one last time, to receive the loving embrace of his family. Wife Abby, their 3 daughters, and infant son were waiting for him for the post-game walk up the tunnel. Manning's place in Giants history has long been established, of course. 2 Lombardi trophies bear his fingerprints. He is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, a player whose toughness is matched only by his ability to deliver in the biggest of moments. Who can forget the helmet catch? Followed 4 years later by the prettiest rainbow.
Deep ball down the left sideline, and it's going to be caught. Was he inbounds? Yes! Manningham on the sideline.
As the Giants once again defeated the Belichick and Brady Patriots. The magic didn't last, but Manning has endured. Few athletes in any sport have handled the New York media and tabloids better. Week after week, Manning was always accountable, always at his locker. In the last 7 years, the Giants have weathered 6 losing seasons. Eli's successor, Jones, was drafted in April, signaling the closing act of Manning's Giants career. Those closest to Eli believe he will never wear another uniform. May the cheers of the crowd continue to echo for Eli Manning, a good teammate, a good man, and forever a champion.
Great work there by Kim Jones, who covered Eli for his entire 16-year career there in New York, and joins us now from Mobile, where she is also covering the Senior Bowl this week. You were there for the last game, his last game against the Dolphins in Week 15. How much did that mean to him, you think, to get to go back in that one last time?
I think a lot, Lindsay, and I think it meant a lot to the Giants organization that a player that important got one last send-off as he ran up the tunnel. It was his family, wife Abby, their 3 daughters and young son, waiting to join him for that last trek up the tunnel at MetLife Stadium. I also think back, Lindsay, to 2015 when the Giants said farewell to Tom Coughlin, and Eli sat in the audience right in front of media members, and tears ran down his cheeks as Coughlin said, "Eli, it's not your fault." And I also remember other human moments from Eli that were funny moments. Way back in training camp at Albany, he would change the language on his teammates' cell phones. And back then, they had to figure out how to get it back to being usable again. And of course, he would put blue dye in linemen's gloves. Sean O'Hara perhaps has a memory of that, Lindsay. He was a prankster all along, and now he leaves with a wonderful legacy.
Yeah, Sean O'Hara, who's sitting right next to me, says he still does all of those things, Kim, and he also wants to point out how Pat Shurmur took him out of that last game with 2 minutes left so that the New York Giants fans could really get a chance to show their appreciation. That's something that we don't get a chance to see very often in the NFL. Kim, again, thank you very much. Good work there.
When you get on that field, I need everything you got all game long.
Hey, look him in the eye every play. We're coming at him all day.
Mahomes has time, throws it long. Watkins, 15, 10, 5, angling left, touchdown!
Let's go! You're a hell of a team, man. Okay, I'm a dog.
We're going to the Super Bowl, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Hey, good job. We got to be better in the back end. Y'all doing a great job.
Wide stretch run to Mostert, gets the edge left, cuts back inside. Raheem Mostert has 4 rushing touchdowns.
Hell on the mound, damn it.
Hi.
Let's go get this thing, man.
We're going to Miami. Yeah.
Oh, this matchup is going to be such a good one. Strength on strength. I cannot wait. Let's break it all down here. Take your pick. Okay, we're going to go matchup by matchup, and you guys tell me who you like. We're going to start with the tight ends, George Kittle or Travis Kelce. Sean O'Hara, take your pick.
Oh, my goodness. This is like asking me to pick between Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
It's tough.
I'm going to go with Travis Kelce. I think there are things that Travis Kelce can do that no other tight end in the league right now can do. This guy can beat you in man coverage. As you see him right here turning corners around. He can beat you when he's double covered. He can beat you against zone. He's the perfect weapon. I said it yesterday. And I think if you're a quarterback, that tight end right there is a nightmare matchup. Even that little ad-lib play, the backyard football play. So I'll take Kelce.
And he's got the best dances.
I mean,
He's got some moves.
You can't lose with that one. Kittle, Kelce, they're both
great.
good answers.
Yeah.
How
Kittle's
about
got some flexes.
Jimmy Garoppolo versus the Chiefs pass rush?
I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs pass rush because Jimmy might only had the ball off what it was the last game, 8, maybe 9 or 10 times this game.
Threw the ball 8 times.
Yeah, and this pass rush, that they got Clark, they got guys that can rush the passer. 8 sacks in the last couple games total. And if they're not throwing the ball as much, then I got to go with the pass rushers because they're not going to have that many opportunities. But if they do, because of their offense, because of Pat Mahomes and all the points they can score, then Jimmy G's got to open up a little bit. He's got to throw the ball. We've seen that he can, go a little back and forth with the passing
We'll
game.
see if he has to open up and throw the ball a little more. We keep saying that.
I'll say
that
this,
was
he
the
only threw the
NFC
ball 8
Championship
times
game.
in that game, and he still got sacked once. So that's not a good ratio.
Stop it. How about the running backs, Raheem Mostert or Damian Williams?
Yeah, both good running backs. I'll take Raheem Mostert just because I think Raheem Mostert is going to get more carries and more touches. When you look at this 49ers offense now, if Tevin Coleman isn't ready to play, he's got some time to get healthy, but Mostert is the hot hand right now. Kyle is always going to go with the hot hand. He's been playing with great bursts, running through tackles right there, so I think Mostert's going to have a good game.
Keeping our eye on Tevin Coleman there with that dislocated shoulder, a story that we're going to pay attention to leading up to this Super Bowl. Okay, 49ers secondary or Chiefs wide receiver?
Man, I love me some Sherman. That's my guy, the Sherman there. But he's going against the USA Track Club.
Yes.
With the Chiefs.
Michael
receivers.
Johnson with the gold spikes.
Yeah, and you better involve Kelce with the receivers because he plays like a receiver and they use him. All these guys run dang near 4.3 or under. They're fast. They do a lot of route combinations. Andy Reid does a lot of formations. He moves guys around. He gets them open in space. Pat Mahomes is going to deliver it. If you miss a tackle in the open field, it's a touchdown. I got to go with the receiver.
Yeah.
Niners pass rush or Pat Mahomes?
Give me Pat Mahomes. This man is unbelievable. He looks like Neo from The Matrix when he's out on the field. Everything's in slow motion. You look at the run that he had last week. When you look at what he does within the pocket, he does something that Aaron Rodgers didn't do against the 49ers last week. He could step up and buy some time with his legs. So I think Mahomes makes it a long day for this gold rush.
Okay, so that's 4 votes for the Chiefs and 1 vote for the Niners. I'm always keeping score, Sean. That's what we do here in football. We'll see what all of that means for the game next Sunday in Miami, during which you could win some money. The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Square Sweepstakes paying out $50,000 for every score change during Super Bowl 54, plus 2 grand prize winners will win $500,000 they could use toward their dream home. See rules and enter for free at rocketmortgagesquares.com. So Sean O'Hara won his first and only Super Bowl. Willie McGinnis lost his first, but don't pity the man. He went on to win 3. After the break, what advice do they have for the 97 players on the Chiefs and Niners without Super Bowl experience?